Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's going to be a special night. It's going to be a great night of basketball and a great night to celebrate Coach Cardon. I've had the unique pleasure and privilege to cover him for 25 years in the Denver Grand Chronicle and the past 5 years here with West Irondequoit schools. And I can tell you, I sat in a room when we were trying to pick the All-Greater Rochester Coach of the Year for all sports 5 years ago. And there were a lot of teams that won a state championship that season. And we were trying to figure out who was going to be our Coach of the Year. And we said, how many people coach a sport for 30 years and then win the whole thing? Coach Cardon. But what it really came down to was this. We thought about what that team and that championship and this coach has meant to this community. And that's really what it came down to. Coach Cardon. So before we give the mic to Coach, we have a video we're going to do. I also want to introduce some special people here. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Aaron Johnson. Our Board of Education President, Mr. Matthew Metris. And our Director of Athletics is Kim Schoen. Why don't you come on out? We have a special presentation for Coach Cardon after Dr. Johnson says a few words.
Welcome, folks. I'm going to keep this brief. I just want to say I've been a superintendent here for 4 years. I first met Chris in 1997 when I was doing a little modified coaching at East Child. And I'll tell you, from that moment until now, I've always known Chris as somebody who's a coach with character, class, and charisma. And you ask anyone around the region, and he's one of the icons. He's a generation, he's part of a generation. He's kind of a dying breed, but definitely a mentor and a role model for the up and coming. So with that, though, I do want to invite Mr. Jeff Green out here, because Jeff is between you guys. Give him a round of applause. And between being the high school principal and superintendent, 25, 30 years together, maybe all 30, no. But I want to hand it over to Jeff if he has a couple of words to say.
Thank you so much, Eric. Hi, everybody. It's good to see everyone. Had some great talks over here. As you know, and as all these guys know, education is about relationships. And there's no one better at building relationships and making sure that our kids are taken care of appropriately. But I've seen over many years at Chris Cardon. He deserves your applause tonight. Thanks for being here, and congratulations, Chris.
So with that, on behalf of the district and the Board of Education, for his 37 years of service here to the district, his commitment, and all of the lives that he's inspired to touch through his journey, both teaching and coaching, we have a special gift, which is a part of the floor that was taken out of here in 2019. So, thank you, Chris, for your service. We appreciate you.
We are going to hand it. Coach is going to say a few words in just a minute, but we have a special video presentation that you can watch if you got a good angle on our video board.
What I'm going to miss the most of a relationship with the players, I don't like to use the word favorite because I've had so many teams, 37 teams, but this team this year, I'm having as much fun and I'm enjoying them as much as any group I've had. Winning our first sectional title in 2011 was special. We won back-to-back sectional titles, went to the states, won the state championship. Then the next year we went back, took third place in the states. It was really satisfying to get those sectional titles. So, state championship's unbelievable. It's so hard. I think we've had 2 county schools ever win a state championship. in boys basketball. Us and Athena with some guy named John Wallace. So it's extremely difficult. We've always looked at the division title. That was consistency. That showed consistency through the year. And then the dream was always a sectional title, and that always still is really, really high. And if I never won a state championship, I would not feel unfulfilled. I would hope they would say that he really cared about his players, cared about his coaches, the people that he worked with. He was always in the grind. We played 4 nights a week for over 30 years, camps, workouts morning, noon, and night. It's just such a grind. And I think that people would say that I had a good sense of humor. I cared about the guys, and myself and our staff and our players really put the time in to have a solid program.
Well, if I missed anybody, it wasn't on purpose. I have a lot of people to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank Mike Setzer and the Athena staff and Jimmy Johnson. They've been great rivals, and they've always made us better. I'd like to thank Jeff DeVeronica for putting that video together. I have over here Dave Dents. Dave, raise your hand. This is Dave's final basketball game that he's reffing. Can we give him a round of applause? I'd like to thank our administrators, Dr. Johnson, Kim Schoen, and Jeff Crane, who gave me the opportunity to continue. A lot of times they don't give you the opportunity to continue coaching when you retire. Both Dr. Johnson and Dr. Crane gave me that opportunity. Denny Freach was an athletic director that hired me, and he was one of the biggest mentors in my life. And then I worked with Heather Evans for 30 years at Rogers School, and that was special. Our youth, okay, I'm just the tip of the iceberg. You look at these guys, a lot of people have a lot invested. Mike Thiele, Ken Ballou, Judge Joe Denier, Mike Leonardo, among many that have provided opportunities for these people. I have a lot of former coaches, okay, that have been with me through all these years. I'd like to thank them, but mainly Tim Matt. Where's Tim? My wingman for 30 years. Ken Blue, all the way up. Ken Blue, really appreciate it. And what makes our program special is our support staff. And if you could just raise your hand when I call your name, because without these people, our program's not where it is. Artie Travis, raise your hand. Tim Martella, Jacob O'Neill, Terry Nealon, Tim, keep recording. Sam Schreier, the voice of the Rangers basketball. I'd like to thank our current coaches, Jeff Lancey, Mark Shaler, Dave Lombardini, Jeff Stengline, Kyle Travis, who's been with us for 16 years, Dan Foley, Derek Kemp. Okay, my right and left hand guys, give them all a round of applause. I'd like to thank the first teachers in my life, my wife, her life, Frank and Monica Cardon. All my siblings and spouses, and my wife Roxana, who actually you don't know, but I'm actually the assistant coach at home. I'm not the head coach. And then my daughter Kelsey, right here in the blue. And I'd like to thank my son Corey, who's not here. For the parent spirit. I'd like to thank the parents. We've had the best parents. I go throughout the county Oh my God, parents, emails, problems. We have great parents. And then, most importantly, I'd like to thank all the former players that are here, and I know there's a lot of them. I know Dan Fisher was on our first team, and he threw the ball around kind of like their football team did this year. No, I'm just kidding. But most importantly, I'm here because of the players and these guys right here. They are such a joy to work with every day. I can't believe I get paid to do that. Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. Lastly, no immediate plans, but I guarantee I'm staying into basketball, and I hope one day maybe to come back and assist in some capacity, but I'm still going to be around basketball. No hobbies. No hobbies. I have no hobbies. This is it. Thank you.